Good evening. Please rise if able. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please join me in honoring the United States of America with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing afterwards for the national anthem sung by the Varsity Voices. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're doing this later. Thank you. Please be seated.
On behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to welcome each of you, parents, staff, board members, and friends. It is an honor that you have come to celebrate this day with us. Welcome to Commencement 2022.
The lighting of the memorial candle is a tradition at HHS to honor all those who are not able to be with us tonight. So, would you all please join me in honoring them as Olivia Crail lights the memorial candle and we have a moment of silence. Thank you.
Our first speaker this evening is finishing his 4th year as Superintendent of Hudsonville Public Schools. Throughout our 4 years at HHS, we've had our ups and downs, and Dr. Vanderjack has been there every step of the way. He's always had a smile on his face, cheering us on at athletic events, choir and band concerts, and even in the hallways at the high school. I know we couldn't imagine what our 4 years at HHS would have looked like when we started our freshman year, and I have a feeling that Dr. Vanderjack would feel the same. Thank you for your leadership and continued support of the class of 2022. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Doug Vanderjack.
Good evening, and thank you for taking the time to celebrate the class of 2022. Emily, well done, and thank you for the introduction. And best of luck to you next year at Grand Valley. Go Lakers. You're an amazing young lady with a tremendous future in front of you. Tonight, I celebrate with our graduates, but my heart is still broken. As we turn our eyes towards a community in Texas, Uvalde. We know how the school day started at Robb Elementary. The unthinkable way it ended has us all grieving the loss of life in what should be a safe haven for our children. for our students. As I watched Avery light the memorial candle, I think about those lost both at Oxford High School last fall, as well as most recently, Texas. Too many families were denied the opportunity to watch their children walk across the stage and receive a diploma. Could you please join me in a moment of silence for the families of Uvalde, Texas, as well as Oxford High School? Thank you. Parents, grandparents, relatives, friends, supporters of these graduates, thank you for your continued commitment to these young men and women. You have all played a role in the success of these students, and on behalf of the Board of Education and our entire staff, we thank you for your support of these young adults. Tonight has finally come, and now we celebrate the class of 2022. What a great night to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. I do want to also thank those involved that moved this ceremony inside. Mr. Beal, and I don't know if Mr. Wolma's here, but he retired a year ago and we moved him to Hope College to try to help this connection to move into Hope College. And just to be clear, Mr. Wolma had nothing to do with moving prom to 20 Monroe Live, but still that was pretty cool too. Mrs. Belka, and the entire staff that helped pull off this amazing event tonight that moved mountains in the last 48 hours. Thank you. Mr. Beal and the high school staff, thank you for all the extra effort you have given to ensure that our students have the best high school experience ever. Considering the circumstances, you and the entire staff went the extra mile for all of our students. We have staff here tonight from elementary through high school, support staff, administrative staff, and all those that put their heart and soul into doing what is best for kids, for all kids. So many adults have played a role in the lives of these graduates, and they are what make Hudsonville the amazing district that it is. Graduates, I am thrilled to be able to address you as the class of 2022. This graduating class actually has had the most unique experience in high school, more than any other graduating class in the past, and I pray in the future. Over a dozen snow days your freshman year, thanks to a polar vortex. I didn't even know what a polar vortex was. Only 2/3 of in-person class your sophomore year. No in-person classes for 8 weeks your junior year. One of you reminded me that you haven't had exams most of your high school career. And then you had to navigate your senior year, all the various health requirements. And I didn't even mention Triple E, if you remember that, your sophomore year. You couldn't play outside after dark. You have had a lot of experiences. And on top of that, we created a whole bunch of construction mess for you to have to navigate your senior year also. Sorry about that. It'll look nice when it's done, but sorry. All of that time. If anyone knows the importance of time, it is this graduating class. You can always get more money, you can get more toys, you can get more snaps or likes or whatever else you have, but you can never get more time. You have learned how to live life to the fullest and have learned to push through when life put you through some extreme challenges. You have found a way to find success in the middle of a mess. Well done. You entered high school as 13 and 14-year-olds and have since navigated an educational system that looks so different from when you first started high school. You've learned remotely. You've had in-person classes with masks on, some with vaccinations, some without. Some of you know how to quarantine as many as 5 or more times. You've learned how to social distance and hopefully washed your hands more in high school than you ever have your entire life. You experienced terms that no other generation had to experience: pandemic, quarantine, isolation, all of that while learning how to binge watch Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Prime, Apple TV, YouTube, whatever else you guys do on your phones. Graduates, you have been clear leaders in the classroom and in our community. I have had the opportunity to spend time in your classrooms and on your playing fields and witness firsthand the amazing performances on stage. I've been so impressed with each and every one of you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being who you are and representing our community in a positive manner. I wish things would have been different during your high school experience, but you all finished strong. Your positive attitude and resilience have prepared you for life of great unknown. Take your dreams and know that you can accomplish anything. I hope you've enjoyed your time here in Hudsonville, particularly the high school. You are what make this an amazing district. You absolutely have to enjoy life and smile as often as you can. Believe in yourself and surround yourself with positive people that are willing and able to help you along this journey. As Tom Hanks said, the future is always uncertain, but we who celebrate what you have done, who celebrate all of your achievements, we are certain of one thing on this day: you will not let us down. In closing, I ask you to please make sure you take care of yourself and take care of those around you. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I wish you nothing but the best. I now have the privilege to introduce Mr. Beal, who will present for the presentation of awards. Mr. Beal.
Thank you, Dr. Vanderjack. Before we present the awards, I want to say one more thank you to Hope College and the staff here for being so accommodating when we requested to move here. So I just would like to give one round of applause for Hope College and all of their staff here that helped us. The Service Award is presented to the 2 seniors, 1 female, 1 male, who have contributed to the school and community through various service-related activities, like student government, class involvement, community service, extracurricular leadership, etc. The Service Award is not a grades-based award, but it is to recognize top students who have contributed the most to Hudsonville High School or the community of Hudsonville through activities that go above and beyond in-class achievement. We are grateful for these students and proud to honor the fact that they've given back and made a difference within their school and community. Our Service Award recipients in the class of 2022 are certainly deserving of this faculty-nominated recognition. Our first award winner was described by staff as someone known for her positivity, dependability, and ability to get the job done with grace and attention to detail. She was an influential leader in many of the student council projects during her time as a student here at Hudsonville High School. And of our other recipient, staff described him as a student that loves to help others be their best. We love his attitude on a daily basis. He will work to make any situation better. These students made a positive impact on this school by giving back, providing service to fellow students and staff, and will be missed as they continue on to do tremendous things. We are proud that they will be known as graduates of Hudsonville High School. I ask that these 2 students please rise when we announce your name. Graduates, family, friends, and teaching staff, please join me in congratulating Emily Alexander and Trevor Vine. And now we will honor the recipients of the class of 2022 Citizenship Award. Just like the Service Award, this is given to 1 male and 1 female student in each graduating class. These students are selected on the following criteria. They show a positive attitude towards classmates, school, and the community. They display an understanding and appreciation of civic responsibility, possess strength of character and the courage to do what is right, promote citizenship within their school or community through other activities, and are generally the type of person who encourages others, is kind, thoughtful, and always makes people feel better after interacting with them. Also nominated and voted upon by our faculty, teachers described our first recipient by saying, He is committed to everything he does and cares deeply about those commitments. And he is kind and courteous in every single interaction we have. Our female award recipient is also described similarly. Her energy, interest in learning new things, and ability to communicate with others make a positive impact on our school every day. Additionally, she's an incredibly hard worker and follows through on all that is asked of her. Everyone, please join me in congratulating our winners, Johnny Vanderbond and Brianna Bentley. Please rise. The Alpha Beta Award at Hudsonville High School is granted annually to just one single student. This award is given to the top senior in the class when measured by a variety of factors, including academics, citizenship, and service. This is our most prestigious faculty award, and the student chosen in the class of 2022 has demonstrated the very best in terms of these categories. As with the Service and Citizenship Awards, Alpha Beta is nominated and decided by our high school faculty, and year after year they collectively choose a student that they feel best represent what it means to be a Hudsonville Eagle. The Alpha Beta recipient this year certainly embodies these characteristics we expect in a student deserving of this top award. She has challenged herself with rigorous course selections and excelled academically here at Hudsonville High School, earning a spot as one of the top in the class. Most importantly, she's a leader that serves others with a heart of gratitude, kindness, love, and hope. She is responsible and mature beyond her years, having also led within her own family as the oldest sibling and an example of how to be steadfast and faithful, even when faced with an adversity that many of us could not imagine. She is selfless and humble, hardworking, dedicated, and a true credit to our high school and, more importantly, to her family. Her teachers describe her as friendly, caring, and has the heart and character of a champion. She puts others ahead of herself and is never looking for recognition. And she's an amazing person with a heart unmatched. Her passion for helping those around her is unparalleled. Hudsonville High School will not be the same without her. I am so grateful to be her principal and to have gotten to know her these last 4 years. She often doesn't get the recognition she truly deserves, and we're happy to do that once again today. Please join me in congratulating our class of 2022 Alpha Beta Award, Michaela Meyer. The call to serve is one that we are proud to also honor here tonight. Making the choice to sacrifice and serve our country by enlisting in the United States military is truly a calling, and we are proud that the following members of the class of 2022 will be representing our country in this manner. They are recognized with a medallion with a red, white, and blue ribbon that they are wearing this evening, and I would ask that they please stand at their seat when I call their name. Please hold your applause until all names have been read. Brendan Sarnowski, Flint Erander, Shelby Flory, Elena Gibbs, Lillian Hembroff, Jordan Hooksma, Ben Kodut, Adam Letson, Elijah Moore, and Kyson Visser. Please join me in thanking these students. Thank you, students, for making a decision to serve our great nation. It is my honor to also introduce this year's highest honor students. All 98 of these students have earned a 4.0 GPA or higher and are wearing a gold medallion. To acquire this remarkable achievement requires perseverance, dedication, focus, and motivation. At this time, all highest honor students, please rise. You may be seated. Speaking on behalf of the class of 2022 this year are Elle Kiska, Michaela Meyer, and Libby Neifert.
Tonight is a celebration. So often we have heard the phrase, "Fire up, go Eagles," these past 4 years. But never has a day like this one been so fitting for it. May we celebrate tonight not only the adversity we conquered to get to this point, but also the memories we are carrying in hand as we take on the world outside Eagle Stadium. May we celebrate a triumphant ending to this chapter in a world that is plagued with dangers, some of which have unfolded before our eyes these past 4 years. Global pandemics, mosquito viruses, polar vortexes, even murder hornets. And yet, despite everything, we have still managed to graduate. Even though countless times I told myself this day would come, I don't think there's any way to truly prepare the mind and body for a moment as monumental as this. It seems easy to count down the days until the second chapter of your life while you are amidst the first. But suddenly, those numbers go from triple digits to double, from double to single, and from single to right now. Class of 2022, it was just 4 years ago that we made our way through 2 ordinary doors, which happened to be home to Hudsonville High School for the first time. While these doors may have been ordinary, the people who occupied the space behind them were not. As wide-eyed freshmen, we had a lot to absorb in our adolescent minds. New hallways to get lost in, new faces to become acquainted with, and new opportunities to help us prosper into the young men and women we are today. We relished in snow days like it was our job, and spent our time in the back of the student section like it was our throne. Though still timid as sophomores, we began to grasp high school and unearth confidence. That is, until a worldwide pandemic hit. The end of sophomore year exposed us to new beacons of joy as we were stripped of the ones of human connection. We learned resilience. We learned to cope with uncertainty. And of course, we also learned less expected lessons, like how to use the green screen effects on Zoom and the importance of buying our toilet paper in advance. And as for junior year, well, those blurred days deserve a speech of their own. But remarkably, we made it to senior year, even if it was with a stage 1 senioritis diagnosis in hand. We've conquered all of those dreadful AP tests, the SAT, countless early morning alarms, and close losses on the field. But we have also lived through some of the best days of friendship, activities, and memorable accomplishments with our classmates and teammates, with each other. Fellow seniors, I am proud to stand here before you today as we cross off our final last of high school together. I hope if you take anything with you from this stage in life, it is the aspects we have come to admire from those we have been surrounded by these past 4 years. Mr. Bolheis, wherever you are, may we take with us the passion we so frequently watched you display. Mrs. Irish, may we take with us the amiable nature that you radiate. Mrs. DeYoung, may we take with us your kindness in a world that so often seems to lack it. I hope all of us celebrating tonight will not just take away the big moments, but the small ones as well. For it is the small moments that have filled the biggest spaces in our hearts. We will never again experience being sprayed with water by Mr. Meyer in the hallway. I hope we will never again experience going to the bathroom and finding traces of devious licks. We will never again feel the anxiety of seeing a new post by Hudsonville bad parking or Hudsonville bathroom shoes on Instagram. And we will never again experience now the presence of our entire graduating class all at once. Despite what society may think, our legacy here will not be left by our grades, popularity, or likes. It will be left by our relationships and the kind of people we were, the kind of people we are becoming. But as my time with all of you comes to a close, I want to urge you to do one last thing as an Eagle. These past 13 years have flown by. So hold on to this moment. And hold on to future moments like this one that add to the mosaic that is you. Because even if you will not miss this chapter in life, it has become a part of your story, as have the characters sitting around you. None of us know exactly who, what, or where the next chapter will bring us. But we can look back on these past 4 years and reflect on this shared part of our stories, the part that we wrote together, before we take that next step, before we turn the page. So here's to us. Here's to our best friends, our families, our favorite teachers who are here to celebrate us, and most importantly, each other. We may no longer be who we once were when we first walked into this school. We've evolved, we've grown, and we've changed. But there is one thing that will never change. We are the class of 2022, and let us never forget it. Thank you.
What are your plans for after graduation? Don't you love that question? Personally, it was my favorite question to be asked throughout high school. Besides the fact that after the 100th time hearing it, I wanted to beat my head against a wall, it wasn't an easy question to answer, considering looking into the future is a bit ambitious when I didn't even know where I was in the now. My identity was something I struggled to grasp in my early high school years. I struggled because I didn't realize I was looking in all the wrong places. I was guilty of defining myself with things that had expiration dates, achievements. I worked towards a goal, achieved it, then, well, I was left with an empty feeling of not knowing what to do next. Just like crossing a task off a to-do list, finding worth in your performance is temporary, only holding power until success is reached. Defining myself on achievements caused my personal growth to stagnate and left me void of purpose. I didn't understand what life was truly about until I had to watch someone leave it. In the beginning of our junior year, as many of you know, my little brother Spence passed away after a long, hard-fought battle with cancer. Although it was devastating that he physically left us, he showed me what can endure forever: character. Character has no finish line. Character can be pursued every single day. Character gives you continuous purpose as you strive to execute it. Character even persists in death through legacy. Spencer's huge, selfless, kind heart is what I remember and miss most about him. How deeply he rooted himself in his character and how much of an impact of it left, I aspire to do the same. Finally, I found a reliable source of identity, and I knew what to look for. And once I started looking, I saw character all around me. Hudsonville overflows with it. Much of the aspects I value most about character, I learned from my experiences at Hudsonville. Enthusiasm. Mr. Beamer running between desks, singing Hamilton to fire us up to write essays. Kindness. The lunch ladies always complimenting my outfits. Curiosity, what Mr. Zielinski teaches being a writer in the real world means. Humor, Mr. O'Tear, enough said. Perseverance, winning a basketball state championship during COVID. Passion, how Mr. Jordan teaches about the beautiful creation of the human body. Joy, our dance parties and Mrs. Box's adapted PE. Caring, the happy crappies with Mr. Bullheis in seminar. Generosity, Mrs. Irish spoiling us with coffee during class. Dedication, sticking out any Michigan weather from 90-degree heat to freezing snow to cheer in the student section. Liveliness, my dad, Mr. Myers, free high five, fire up Fridays, blaring music and squirting water at people in the halls. Tenacity, waking up at 2 a.m. on summer science and doing a hike to watch the sunrise from above the clouds. Spirit, yelling chants led by Big Mike at basketball and football games until we lose our voices. Relationships, our principals taking the time to make conversation with us during lunches. Motivation, my mom, Mrs. Meyer, always inspiring us to be our best selves, whether through peaceful guided relaxation or on mile 5 of your run, screaming in your face, "You're fine," and "You can keep going." Unity, the whole school packing the gym to cheer on our Special Olympics teams. I could continue, but the point is, Hudsonville has shown us great character. So I'd like to ask once more, what is your plan for after graduation? Because heads up, that will literally be in a few minutes. Are you going to take graduation as a great achievement and then just move on and cross Hudsonville off your list? Or are you going to carry the character you were offered here into your future? Are you going to strive to make your character impact others like Hudsonville did to us? Will your legacy be composed of great character? Thank you.
Life stories are a complicated matter. The narrative really depends on who's writing it. When people are facing a turning point in their lives, they often reflect on memories. They might replay their happiest moments or recount events they shared with those closest to them. They might attempt to resolve regrets regarding things left unsaid or undone. Whatever comes to mind, it's something recalled from the past. While I would never discourage someone from righting a wrong or enjoying a fond memory, what's really important now isn't what we did or didn't do. It's about what we will do. The awareness of our chance to make an impact. Up until this point, we've been the kids. We, for the most part, followed instruction from our parents, our teachers, our coaches, our pastors, and all of the other adults in our lives. Up until now, we've only been sort of held accountable for our decisions and actions. But at this point, most of us are official adults, and the rest of us will soon be. And in this moment, we're graduating. Graduations are special in the way they represent both an end and a new beginning. A chance to close a chapter we're ready to end and expand on our story. We have the opportunity and the responsibility to write the next chapter of our story knowing, for better or for worse, we will make an impact. With this awareness, will we be a leader or a follower? A rule maker or a rule breaker? A goat or the goat? A hero or a villain? Hero or not, most people would probably be curious to read a biographer's take on their epic adventure. Since we don't have access to such an author, our next best resource is in the opinion of those closest to us. What would your best friends say about you? Your favorite teacher? Your coach? Your grandparents? What would you want them to say about you? And what would you like your future roommates to say about you? Your professors? Your boss? Like you, I've been thinking about these things a lot lately. It's nice to be smart. It's nice to be talented. And it's a great feeling when people are proud of you. But I think what I would want others to say about me and maybe more importantly, what I want to be able to say about myself is that I'm a difference maker. As we turn a page on our high school years and begin the next chapter of our lives, I see us out there taking what Hudsonville has given us, adding in our difference-making abilities with our new life experience, is really creating our narrative, our story. Spoiler alert, life is an autobiography. It's up to us to not only write our own story, but to help better the stories of those around us. True that we can't control all the circumstances, settings, or events of our story, but we can decide how to react and respond to the situation we find ourselves in. So, yes, school's over, but it's not time to put your pencils down. Instead, open up that notebook to a crisp, clean, blank page and begin again. Congratulations, class of 2022. Let's get out there and make a difference.
It's almost time. Good evening once again, parents and families, Hudsonville staff, esteemed members of the board, our district admin team, and most importantly, the reason for tonight's commencement, Hudsonville High School students in the graduating class of 2022. You made it. We're right about to read those names. The last time you had, quote, a normal school like we've been talking about tonight was when you were freshmen. Does it seem like a long time ago right now? It might not, might seem like the blink of an eye. It was my first year here, as we've kind of talked about this week. And it's been my absolute privilege to see you, watch you become the young adults that are sitting before me tonight. There's so much growth that occurs between your arrival as freshmen and this moment right now. It's been great to have a front row seat to all of that learning and growing. We will miss watching you compete on our courts, fields, and in our pools. We'll remember fondly the musical and theatrical productions you've been involved in, along with those band and choir concerts that bring so much joy to your families and friends. As you look back on your high school experience, I hope you remember these events fondly. You had help along the way. Classwork becomes more challenging, your schedules become increasingly hectic, balancing extracurriculars with studies, along with making new friends and even jobs that need your attention and effort. You hopefully had others to lean on to make it here tonight. The people in the stands deserve some of your gratitude. Take a second, look around. We told them what side you were going to sit on. Go take a look, you all. They were here for you. You had a substantial amount of tickets to give out to the special people in your life. There are even folks that are watching online that wanted to show their support. Graduates from the class of 2022, join me in giving them a round of applause. Your parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, and family that came out tonight. Thank you. In addition, of course, I want to give special recognition and appreciation to our high school staff, teachers. To my left and my right, you've once again navigated another challenging year. You were able to do it with joy and gratitude in your hearts because this is what it is all about and what keeps our focus. Working hard, doing what's best for our students and their success. Your teachers have been right alongside you for this journey, even when your high school years became unlike anything we could have ever imagined. Teachers have been here for you and with you. So, graduates and families, please join me in a round of applause and thanks to our wonderful, amazing teaching staff, the faculty at Hudsonville High School. Seniors, you have persevered through the seemingly endless changes and challenges these last couple of years have brought, and you made it and have hopefully been rewarded with the opportunity to have many more, quote, normal experiences this winter and spring. Like we mentioned before, we even had to move prom to 20 Monroe Live. Who gets to do that? No one else but Hudsonville High School. These trials and tribulations you've experienced as students will serve you well as you navigate the next phases of your lives. You have a tough college course next year, something unexpected happens to you in your job that you might be starting this week or month, no problem. As we mentioned before, you got to learn online for a whole trimester, and then again next year for a decent portion in the fall. You lived through contact tracing, weekly testing if you were an athlete, like we talked about. You learned flexibility, but at the same time, staying extremely resilient. You know how to never stop, despite all the uncertainty that was thrown your way. I will miss seeing you at Four Corners in the morning, greeting you to start a new day. I will miss seeing you in the lunchroom and classrooms and participating in the extracurricular activities that enriched your experiences here at Hudsonville. Thank you for your efforts. On behalf of all the staff, we wish you all the best in your next steps, and we can't wait to see what you accomplish. It has been my pleasure and my honor, truly, to serve you as your principal these last 4 years. I told you it was almost time, so here we go. I would now like to invite Dr. Doug Vanderjack to please join me on stage to present you graduates with your diploma covers. Thank you to Mrs. Jeske, one of our senior class advisors, social studies teacher, and our reader for tonight's ceremony, and to Mrs. Belka for all of her hard work in organizing tonight's event. Congratulations once more to all of our class of 2022 graduates. And for the very last time, before you officially walk across this stage, fire up.
Brianna Nicole Snyder. L. Sophie Kiska. Emma Marie Greisen. Ethan Brian Holwerda. Whitney Deep. Kristen Lee Pikart. Tylee Ann Burns. Lauren Nicole Schwalier. Kayla Joy Mall. Joseph Jason Vogt. Brandon Lyle Van Klompenberg. Quinn Carlton Dahl. John Timothy Vanderbaan. Zoe Spazzato. Trevor Allen Bain. Olivia Abigail Crail. Avery Marie Lester. Shelby Jean Flory. Elizabeth Ann Neifert. Haley Lynn Middendorf. Tessa Ruth Takama. Stella Jade Thompson. Jacob Arthur Ellis. Addison K. Geltema. Emily Rose Alexander. Madeline Nicole Oley. Delaney Lynn Jensen. Leah Faith Rogers. Rachel Jiyoung Foster. Emily Rose Lyon. Jonathan Lee Meadows. Donovan Braden Geisels. Jaden Elise Jarash. Madeline Carol Geisey. Tessa Kume Diepenhorst. Sarah Grace Cook. Michaela Elise Meyer. Kinsley Bella Hatfield. Ava Frances Joldersma. Taylor Rose Naderveld. Jack Michael Rowling. Bryce Rian Lanning. Ryan Nathaniel Garangelou. Clayton Wayne Carlos Richter. Aiden Allen Hartman. Aiden Connor Klein. Sean Lawrence Monroe. Drake Dane Cicchini. Pearson Charles Holtoff. Cody John DeBoeuf. Jada Simone Mitchell. Brianna Elise Morsing. Owen Michael Weitzman. Maxwell Dean White. Joshua Matthew Bennett. Noah Lee Nolan. Tyler Allen Husky. Michael Madison Halm. Owen Jeffrey Atkins. Jarrett Wesley Weiler. Kensley Halise Kruger. Layla Xiaojie DeYoung. Jackson Emery Gemin. Jordan Thomas Spikerman. Sawyer Lewis Rogers. Judah Aiden Akers. Emily Rihanna DeHaven. Nathan Scott Stein. Kaylee Elizabeth Poisson. Courtney Taryn Fugelseth. Lucia Lee Pratt. Tyler John Pike. Jenna Faith Kuiper. Jillian Marilee Piper. Clayton Lewis Vian. Adrian Josiah Frank. Isaac John Vanderlaan. Noah William Bennett. Simon Volpe. Rena Maria Hakala. Olivia Janice Crooks. Kaylin Lee Decker. Ariana Marie Deemer. JC Elise Tubergen. Kane Matthew Brugink. Cade Curtis Beischool. Michael Vomin Huang. Samuel Joseph Lyon. Paige Marcella Zuvering. Olivia Rayanne Massa. Kenzie Jean Burgett. Lauren Ashley Mall. Samantha Sue Van Beek. Rebecca Jen Keener. Ellie Grace Karupsik. Emily Marie Spencer. Thomas John Fortuna. Zachary Benjamin Kewick. Elizabeth Paige Oskin. Olivia Renee Skolma. Anna Mae Stamen. Riley Marie Price. Eric John Van Dyke. Caleb John Dirks. Nicholas Edward Walker. Caden James Brower. Bryce Lawrence Bozung. Elena Renee Gibbs. Jacob Hartley Ellens. Robert William Bolheis. William Thomas Vandercote. Elisa K. Barman. Keegan Scott Ruckus. Ethan Jack Grundall. Griffin John Reese. Emmanuel Landon Dieppe. Aiden Paul Zank. Keegan Scott Hall. Jaden Andrew Timmer. Andrew David Heisen. Alexa Ray Zhonghong Belts. Aubrey Noel Keys. Avery Chase Kopersky. Caitlin Renee Jackson. Brianna Ray Bentley. Michaela Elizabeth Mack. Maddie Elizabeth Unseld. Ava Isabel Draft. Elliot Page Tusink. Grace Rebecca Stone. Kennedy Joy Nienhuis. Kenzie Grace Brower. Joshua Stephen Aust. Micah Logan Immink. Nathaniel Scott Lauderman. Clayton Frank Weina. Jacob Lewis Thompson. Jacob Brent Monroe. James Michael Aukman. Anthony Vincent Spaniolo. Elijah Daniel Moore. Emily Ann Murphy. Celie Benty Moore. Kaya Barflow Lien. Kelsey Christine Patterson. Brooklyn Marie Faith Dykstra. Emma Grace Inchauste. Owen Christian Wax. Sierra Taylor DeYoung. Kaylee Alexa Snip. Olivia Ann Howlett. Elena Grace Diaz. Remington Michelle Carter. Sophia Joyce Bullheis. Annalise Marie Ham. Ava Elizabeth Ham. Gabriel Scott Carroll. Ethan John Dennis. Henry A. Booker. Micah William Bale. Cooper Joseph Kozak. Noah Arden Hayes. Caden James Rad. Ethan Gregory Rad. Carson Paul Bell. Jackson Jason Palmatier. Chad Ryan Koning. Gabriel J. Jordan. Ava Jolie Timmer. Livia Faith Naderveld. Matthew Ray Hoekstra. Jared Mark Staten. Carlina Ruby Bender. Miken Joy Vanderbeek. Olivia Grace Dieppe. Paige Nicole Glass. Alicia Dawn Sabin. Sarah Kathleen Grace Belgraf. Taylor Jane Austin. Aiden Sinel Dao Savun Long. Gavin Randall Sink. Joshua Matthew Slatinsky. Caden Jacob Harvey. Asher James Komen. Noah Hunter Walbridge. Bradley John Clifton. Trace Jordan Harmson. Ryan Joseph Lynch. Brandon Allen Bauma. Aiden Michael Brentnall. Joseph Daniel Maldonado. Declan Judd Edema. Jaden Paul Voss. Macy Irene Rhoda. Gavin Cole Roberts. Jessica Denise Dobias. Sarah Elizabeth Flory. Kyra Rain Lamfers. Libby Connie K. Symington. McCartney Elizabeth Heron. Jalise Ariana Moran. Torin McKenna Trump. Viviana Lee Alvarez Garshau. Miriam Elaine Thies. Natalie Joy Wheeler. Joshua Allen Metler. Hunter Allen Horn. Austin Burl Kaminga. Adam J. Letson. Bryson Robert Gemin. Nathan Michael Lodenstein. Alexis Marie Dickman. Kyson J. Visser. Braden Matthew Lowe. Bryson J. Vruging. Caleb Daniel Knierim. Jada Capri Tomzak. Brianna Sydney Hussey. Brisa Valeria Cano. Amy Isabel Carrillo. Kate Stephanie Moreno. Carla Janeth Esqueda. Libby K. Van Hoven. Charlene Grace Camps. Hannah Grace Carr. Lydia Glory Warson. Victoria Grace Zielinski. Kyle Allen Hartman. Luca Gianni Wiedemuth. Anthony Edward James Palmer. Riley Joy Applegate. Chelsea Lynn Vandermeulen. Cooper Jackson Randall. Matthew Gerald Welmerink. Joshua James Summers. Benjamin James Lewis. Lynn Z. Cackley. Cameron Noel Takens. Donald Scott Blau II. Ashpreet Kaur. Evelyn Ray Llewellyn. Jacob Edward Walker. Jetta Danielle Barrett. Autumn Marie Tyson. Shaylee Brianne Plagemeyer. Brianna Michelle Anderson. Jenna Marie Hasenzal. Emilia Jolie Johnson. Brandon Mitchell Carr. Riley Joe Van Sprang. Olivia Ryan Outbier. Kirsten Joy Post. Tyler Michael Johnson. Aiden Ezra Scott. Jackson Robert Visser. Ronald Todd Raridan. Nathan James Avink. Owen Joel Heisinger. Nathaniel James Clark. Connor Michael Holsworth. Caden Lee Lemon. Blaze Michael Coulter. Jackson Peter Emmert. Brett Jacob Curry. Ellie Elizabeth Schweitzer. Lucy Ann Carlton. Emma Jo Lovins. Madison Joy Walcott. Chloe Todd Boovey. Rebecca Joy DeSouza. Janelle Grace Straub. Skylar Ann Trasiati. Elena Rose Schulte. Alexandria Renee Hill. Julia Christine Vandegucci. Owen Alexander Snope. Foster James Faber. Katie Joy Lubbers. Daniel Olegario Munoz. Flint Christopherson Erander. Tyson William Maycroft. Audrey Marie Judge Ponstein. Kaylee Hope Spriggle. Jalen Joy Edwards. Robert Christopher Gardner. Jonathan Tyler Glass. Emery Thomas Dragu. Chase Franklin Tremaine. Elsa Marie Grunink. Lauren Grace Metzger. Adeline Grace Corlett. Michaela Sharon Parm. Jalen Caudy Johnson. Austin James Hoovey. Samantha Lee Masad. Amanda Grace White. Aubrey Grace Cholik. Maria Kathleen Van Eerden. Maine J. Fowler. Luke Andrew Boomstra. Colton Douglas Butterworth. Roger Allen Finney III. Dimitri Isaac Bors. Kevin Paul Alberta. Lily Grace Tong Twist. Elizabeth Renee Wright. Olivia Grace Gonzalez. Cadence Lynn Weston. Lucy Elizabeth Byers. Mia Diane Spoolstra. Miles Nicole Brown. Matthew Cameron Schaefer. Layla Monet Hitchcock Leverett. Gabriella Ann McGee. Amelia Ray Coach. Olivia Lauren Patsiavos. Emma Ann Kopka. Claire Catherine Barker. Avery Lee Joy Dykema. Bryn Noel Rougeau. Kyle Andrew King. Sarah Rose McConnell. Magdalena Marie Ambrose. Lindsay Elizabeth Fofe. Blake Michael Thompson. Dylan Douglas Richardson. Kaylee Aaron Mead. Andrew Brian Joseph McLean. Evan Joseph Bowl. Troy Allen Verstrat. Ryan Wayne Terhar. Nicholas Monroe Johnson. Nathan Anthony Ellis. Caleb Eric Ward. Jordan Taylor Thomas Rodenhouse. Peyton James Van Campen. Timothy James Huey. Trey Jumbo Diepenhorst. Peter Garth Smith. Phoenix Kyle Veldhaus. Elijah Michael Reinsma. Joshua Lee Petkus. Isaiah Allen Veenstra. Quentin Daniel Tomaszewski. Simon Thomas Vanderwall. Brandon Michael Mings. Jolie Jeanette Grewatz. Tristan Harold Dyke. Lauren Ashley Lertzema. Owen Avery Fredrickson. Isaiah Jacob Denhoff. Logan Douglas Neuenhouse. Alec Preston Hayes. Trevor Lee Havman. Nathan Robert Porter. William Scott Skidema. Claudia Garcia Ladron de Guevara. Lily Emma Richard. Bailey Ann Van Dyke Payne. Cassidy Christine Van Heetsma. Emma Christine Heidema. Catherine Lee Heidema. Sydney Ann Klein. Anna Claire Labazo. Lily Adair Rosema. Ashlyn Colleen Stencil. Lily Jean Portinga. Elisha Rose Sheeler. Olivia Chase Falls. Emerson Joe Molchon. Alexandra Lynn Sparks. Sarah Ann Sparks. Jaden Grant Plummert. Braden Robert Ostapovich. Nathan Ray Bengston. Isaac Jason Geertz. Jackson Edward Seiler. Rylan Michael Tornga. Rachel Alexandra Johncox. Brianna Mackenzie Brown. Ariana Elisa Perez. Jordan Allison Koiker. Haven Marie Rich Christensen. Emily Lynn Viss. Sarah Catherine Stanley. Alexis Maria Flory. Michael Lewis Vanderlucht. Coda Elise Jablonski. Catherine Christine Crockett. Seraphim Giselle Beyer. Parker Trenton Whelan. James Tanner Keene. Brendan Patrick Zarnowski. Cody Mason Hamer. Judson Jericho Manifold. Caleb Jacoby Wubbling. John Charles Bushman. Curtis Michael Gillespie. Lindsay Nicole Yipma. Alexis Louise Skipper. Christian Stephen Latimer. Dylan James Ham. Grace Marie Kanassen. Jada Mercedes Moylan. Cody James Sudinsky. Peyton Edward Wilson. Mackenzie Lynn Cucci. Noah Matthew J. Moulter. Delbert Lewis Smith. Noah Landon Finkbeiner. Matthew Benjamin Carroll. Sergio Alejos. William Henry Skolton III. Jordan Tyler Raffle. Matthew Owen Coonsey. Benjamin Paul Jarvis. Jacob Anthony McQuaig. Jesper Joachim Gustafson. Tyler David Versluis. Jacob Thomas Kempenar. Kaore Enomoto. Suhyun Han. Cole Stephen Marshall. Eli Harrison Winkleman. Christopher Alphonse Butera. Lorenzo Austin Rorig. Zachary John Dyke. Benjamin Thomas Kudot. Ethan Wayne McBride. Tyler Anthony Fink. Nicholas Lee Bushman. Aiden Robert Brower. Megan Riley Martinet. Sarah Lynn LaFonce. Eric David Zuki. Randall Xavier Peck. Logan Andrew Woody. Lillian Allen Hembroff. Jordan Mark Hooksema. Emma Reese Gosco. Daniel James Ebel II. August Jose Fernandez. Madison Ray Krutoff. Haley Ann Mack. Olivia Flynn Koch. Alyssa Lee Brace. Ruby Kathleen Cuthbertson. Ella Brooke Koch. Randy Janalee Brower. Isabella Gillian Koch. Devin Mitchell Mervaugh. Felicia Marie Vanderkoy. Lily Ann Avila. Nayan Yu. Alexa Paige Harper. Austin Scott Johnson. Kiera Lynn Mars. Karis Joy Gillespie. Caitlin Grace Ninnen. Elizabeth Ann Hazard. Olivia Caitlin Wilcox. Elise Corinne Gort. Elena Ray Lee Fuzi. Marissa Faith Whitty. Skylar Avery Hogan. Cassandra Danielle Hall. Adelaide Margaret Marie Davis. Alexandra Garcia. Matthias Dean View. Andrea Daniela Hernandez. Emma Jean Ruckus. Paige Olivia Denhartig. Aaron Paul Puttinga.
Graduates, please stand up. We're almost done.
Exercising the authority of the Board of Trustees of Hudsonville Public Schools, legally vested by the State of Michigan and acting for the faculty of Hudsonville Public Schools, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the appropriate requirements, your high school diploma, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. You may move your tassels from right to left in recognition and congratulations. Audience, please remain seated until graduates have completed the recessional. Congratulations, class of 2022. Fire up. Go Eagles.